Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlet. Today I have another intuitive message for you. So today's message is kind of building upon some of the previous messages that we've been getting. So if you've walked into your gift, if your gift has arrived, that's been one of the messages and the recurring themes that's been coming through. That your gift is here. Whether or not you've gotten all of your gift is arriving. So this might be in a new job offer. This might be in meeting someone new. This might be in some sort of avenue that you've been trying to pursue your gift in is now starting to open more to you. So your gift is here. It's always been here. It's actually here held kind of, I made a video about how it's kind of wrapped in wrapping paper. You haven't unwrapped it, but it's there. We know that the gift is here. Some of you are already beginning to walk into this gift. So this message is coming through for you. What I'm seeing here is myself as a teacher. So when I first got my job as a teacher, I went through the alternative certification program. I didn't go to school for teaching specifically. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology and I decided to get my teaching certificate. And here in the United States, you can do that by taking this alternative certification. So I went ahead and did that. But when I got to the school that I was going to teach, I wasn't prepared. I had no materials. I didn't understand how to do the curriculum. Lots of things were just not in place. I hadn't gone through that program yet, had been hired before even completing that program. But what happens sometimes in our paths and what's happening in what I'm sensing your path is that we're oftentimes put in places where we feel like we're not qualified just yet, but we are 100% meant to be there. So when you're there, just like I arrived at that school, you're going to have to you're going to feel like you don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. That's a normal feeling. And when I learned, being at this school, I was, having some struggles finding where the supplies were and, how to do these curriculums and different things. And I went to what was my grade level mentor, okay, teacher. And I went to him and he was able to offer some support and help, but he really wasn't able to help me completely. I really had to do this on my own. How was I going to do this? How was I going to set these things up? What was I going to plan and do? This was my arena. So you're being called today to really take ownership of whatever it is that you're walking into, your gift. This is your gift. You don't have to really go to anybody else. You may feel a little unqualified, but just know that spirit, the source, is here with you. You are 100% qualified so long as you are aligned to that. Okay. So keep walking your path with certainty that you are on the right path. So long as you feel that your heart is in the right place with this, you have walked into your gift. So I really didn't feel very qualified sometimes even to teach. I would get up there and teach something that maybe I had kind of learned earlier that week, just trying to prepare, whatever material was happening. That's how it really was at that point. And that was concerning to me to some level. But it was also a great benefit because I was also getting inspired and learning those things that I was teaching my students right in that moment. So everything was happening in that moment. So while all the other teachers were burned out on whatever subject it was that I was teaching or that we were all teaching at that grade level, I was actually energized. I was actually enthused and happy to teach this because I was actually feeling like I had just learned it. And I know that sounds so horrible, but that is really how it was. And truly it was helpful in having fun with these things, connecting with these things and really expanding what I was going to teach and what the children would learn. So never feel that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're always at the right place at the right time. So that's a message for someone. Okay, so the next thing that's coming through is kind of strange. I'm getting like a vision of police, okay? So one of the things that I like to do, or I've really liked to do, usually like on a Friday or Saturday or something like that, I like to watch what was Cops, okay? Cops is a channel where they follow around law enforcement and, throughout their night and see what they do. And so now there's a new show. It's called Live PD. It's essentially the same exact thing. And so I watched that. So what's coming through is me seeing that show. And so as I'm seeing this show, what's coming through is don't say anything. Don't say more than you should. So oftentimes what happens in this show, and this is real life, when the police officer pulls someone over, oftentimes they're just stopping them because it's a normal traffic stop. They're speeding. They ran a stop sign, something very minor. But as soon as they pull them over, they start to see that the person begins to talk more and more and more and reveal things that the police officer was not even interested in to begin with. But now this has turned into something different. Now the police officer does have to address this thing. And suddenly we see that this person that was just going to be pulled over for, speeding or something like that, was going to be let go with a warning, is now being taken in because they have said all kinds of things. So, this is a message to someone that is now walking into their gift or is now in a space where something is unfolding. You may be asked questions, you may be probed, or people are going to want to know what you're doing, why you're doing it. What's coming through here is to stay silent, to kind of see this as this live PD scenes. When you get pulled over, when you're asked these questions, just answer the question directly. You don't need to divulge everything. You don't need to convince anybody. You don't need to explain to anybody how something will work, what will happen. Everything is in control here, so no one needs to know more details than whatever's being asked. So keep it very simple, keep it very plain, and so that message is coming through for somebody, okay? So that's mainly the two messages that I had coming through for you today. And so if these messages resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up. Share this content with others if you are resonating with it and you want to share down below. I love getting all of y'all's comments. Thank you so much. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day today.